Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Salt City Racing Live Podcast. And Gus, we got a little technical difficulty. I wouldn't play the commercial, won't play. Anyway, everybody, welcome this evening for a little track update and everything else going on. Kyler's joined us on the phone. He's in the tractor working at Dodge City Raceway Park, getting that thing ready to go for a 2-day show. Kyler, what's going on at Dodge City this weekend?
Well, yeah, no, thanks for asking. We got the Dave Garman Memorial. It's the 6th annual. We brought it to Dodge City last year, and we brought 36 late models last year, 26 modifieds, 22 sport mods, and I think we're going to beat our numbers. Talking to some people, I think we're going to be looking in the upwards of late, high 30s, possibly 40 late models. And, man, there's a lot of good modifieds that are coming down for this deal, too. And we've added stock cars on Friday night and hobby stocks on Saturday night. So getting everything ready. We had a bunch of rain come in after the monster truck show, 5.5 inches to be exact, in like an hour. And it kind of messed with my parking lot a little bit. So we're trying to smooth everything up, make everything look good, and just keep Dodge looking the way it should.
Okay, Friday night and Saturday night times. What times, gates, pits, all that stuff open up so everybody knows kind of what's happening there, Kyler?
Yeah, so on the times will be 3 o'clock, the pits will open, 5 o'clock the main grandstand. We'll start racing at 7:30 both nights. I want to mention that it is a 4,000 to win late model show on Saturday night and a 2,000 to win modified show on Saturday night, 1,000 to win sport mod show on Saturday night. So there's going to be a lot of heavy hitters doing battle here at Dodge City to try to make that deal. And just $15 general admission tickets. As always, 12 and under are always free at Dodge City Raceway Park. And we have awesome meal deals. You can buy a cheeseburger and with cheeseburger, french fries, and a bottle of pop for just $10 with our meal deal.
Awesome.
Come hungry.
All right, lots of things happen at Dodge City Friday and Saturday night. Don't want to miss it. Got to be there for a lot of fun and stuff. Team 3J will be in Dodge City both nights, Kyler, to see if we win one of those. We've been having a lot of seconds, so we're dying for a first place. So hang tight. I think we got somebody fired up too, ready to go. So anyway, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We got a few updates and things we want to get at you for Salt City. Again, next Friday night is kicking off our third night, and excited for that. Getting a lot of buzz, a lot of questions, a lot of things happening there. So if you got a question or whatever, chime in on the chat line. Let us know what you're thinking, what your questions might be, or questions you have about getting in, quick buying tickets, whatever it might be. Love to hear from you on that part. So, Nick, I don't have the agenda up. Do you?
Got it right here, Phil.
All right, there it is. Okay, so Salt City late models are coming next week, and it's the dirt crowd. High
Plains Dirt Car Late Model Series.
Okay,
that's right. We know the guy.
We know the guy that runs it. So
that was a late acquisition this year, and I'll tell you what, it's been a good thing. I think we're bringing a aspect of the late models that it hasn't had for a while. Got a lot of good buzz going around it right now. We'll be coming off the Garmin. People still excited, and they're all excited to be back on a half-mile racetrack and just be at the legendary fairgrounds. That's the main thing right there. And I promise these cars ain't going to disappoint. They're going to be high action. And I do want to say something though, guys, on as far as the track goes. Getting a lot of calls on the tire situation. Now we are going to still use tires at Salt City, but I think we ought to push them in. We had a little bit of troubles. So everybody that's coming to Salt City, we are going to take care of that tire issue. I'm listening to you, and we'll push them out there for the heat races, but we will remove them down come feature time. What do you guys think of that?
I'm all over, Kyler. I think maybe another thing that I was looking at, going back and watching some of the videos, is maybe where we place them, because I was with you in the side by side as we were pushing them out and stuff. I think maybe we didn't arc them in the right arc either. But again, we just got to go back and look at that again.
And that very well could be too.
And
like I said.
Yeah, and I'm with you. We want to make it a race and stuff. We kind of pushed them out there to try to get the groove up higher and everything else too. But this week, hopefully, this next week, we'll have that pick 100%, and that's going to help the track too from that part also. So we'll see how that works from that part. But I'm hearing you too, Kyler. Again, I love the input. I love everybody's input and stuff like that. And trust me, we're taking your inputs in consideration of everything we're trying to possibly do. Can't fix everything you want, but we're going to try everything we can. But we do appreciate all the comments, questions,
Suggestions.
and ideas. I get a lot of calls all during the week and stuff of racers calling me about different things. And so we appreciate that very much to keep this track going. It's the main thing we have to do, people, this year is we've got to prove to the Fair Board they voted correctly to keep racing so we can get us a multi-year deal going forward, and then we can do a lot more things with the racetrack and different things, especially a lot of spectators, the things they're asking for and stuff like that too. So just hang tight. We just got to get through this first year. Remember, these dates we picked to race are not the dates we picked. These are the dates the Fairgrounds gave us and said, this is the dates you have to race. So hopefully going forward, we'll have dates we can pick that we want to race. From that part going on forward in 25, 26, 27, and not just get these handful of dates, say, here's your dates and here you go from that part. So anyway, excited for you, Kyler, for Friday and Saturday at Dodge City. Yeah, excited for the following week. We got a lot of time to get racing and get going. So let's hope Mother Nature plays her card right and stays away for a while, right?
Yeah. And we were over there on Sunday, and we were on the racetrack at Salt City on Sunday, and everything's looking good. It was a little bit wetter than I thought it was going to be. It had some very good moisture in it, and so we got the high spots knocked off, and we got it picked and ready to go for watering. That will start Monday night or Tuesday morning, and we'll work all week on sprinkling water down, and hopefully Mother Nature in between now and then can help us over there at Hutch and maybe not have to water so much, but the weather's looking good for the weekend, and yeah, I think we're good to go.
All right. Well, sounds good. So let's get Nick. Let's get up the payouts. We need to talk about our late model payouts, our super stock payouts again. Of course, we'll put all the classes up we're going to race for the June 21st race, and of course, there's the High Plains late model payout: $1,500 to win, $300 to start. Modifieds $1,000, $150 to start. Stock cars $800 and $125 to start, and super stocks $800 and $125 to start, and of course the sport mod $600 to win and $100 to start. So I hope those payouts entice a few people to come over and race with us and stuff. From that part, Kyler, I'm going to hopefully a lot of the late models that you got coming Friday and Saturday will roll into Hutchinson on next Friday and tune in with us and stuff too. So I hope everybody likes these payouts, drivers, crew chiefs, crew people. Love to hear from you what your thoughts are on the payouts that we're putting out there for you from that standpoint too. So Nick, what do you?
And Phil, I just want to add too that's not our standard High Plains payout. You guys came to me, you came to me and said, hey, what should we pay? And you guys have enhanced that pay. So guys, everybody listening, these guys are trying to make this the best race that they can and bring in the best thing for the drivers. And they bumped that payout, and that's awesome. So thank you for doing that, by the way.
Yeah,
those are great. That's a great payout.
Well, I think it is so too, and that's the thing is it's a way to help say, hey, racers, come help support this track. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep things going forward as we go through the year, and let's get through this first year, and let's see what all else we can do. And from that start, got a lot of calls this week from some other sanction bodies. I can't really talk about who they are or whatever of what they want to do for. They're talking to us about next year and stuff too. So I think a lot of people are sitting back waiting to see how this Silver Crown goes July 19th and 20th.
Yeah.
I mean, we're having so much buzz and so much fun with that race. I think that's going to be a home run for everybody. I can't wait to see this 100-lap race go. Tommy Estes and I have been on the phone quite a bit talking about different things and stuff. I tell you, he's excited as I am about what we're going to do and stuff too. So pretty fun and exciting how we're going to go forward. But racers, jump out there. Let's get to racing. Let's get your cars in them pits.
Yeah, let's get out there, get in the pits, bring your friends, tell them to hit the grandstands. We got to keep this thing open and going for years to come, and that's the only way we're going to get it done.
Yeah. So pull your agenda back up there, Nick. I kind of lost track of where we was at there and stuff too. Super stocks. I hope you guys are listening there too. With your payout, we're excited to have you. Excited to see what you guys have all called me. A lot of you have called me about racing there and stuff. Had a lot of guys call me in the modifieds this week, and Nick about coming over and racing with us. So I appreciate that too. So super stock guys, spread the word for your super stocks. So everybody says that we didn't have them on a schedule, but we do now. They're there. If I remember, we said the first of the year, we said, let's get a couple races in our belt, see how things go. And had a comment today from Will and Nesser that told me that a lot of people after the races last week, they were more excited about being out of there by 10 o'clock than they were anything else.
100%. So. We kind of really, I think, exceeded our own expectations with getting everybody out of there on time. I mean, our car count was a little bit lower. It was a holiday weekend. So not quite as many cars as we had at the first race, but even at the first race, we were out of there by 10:45. So yeah, getting everybody through and done so that they can get home at a decent hour and still wake up the next day and have plenty of energy to continue on with their weekend is definitely a plus.
Yep.
Well, there's so many racetracks they can go race at the next day too.
Yep.
And
exactly.
that probably gives me the most heartburn on this whole deal is the stress of making sure that we start on time and get done at a decent hour.
Yeah.
Someone's kind of pushing you there a little bit too, aren't they, or not?
And it goes back to Dodge City too. We start on time and we finish on time. And that's key. People don't want to sit in there, and people's attention spans really are only 2.5, 3 hours anymore as a fan. That's why they make movies the last 2.5 hours and not 5 hours.
100%.
That's very important that we get the show done on time and people can go home with a good feeling and not get dragged on and on and on.
Totally agree 100%. We want to make a fan experience as well as a driver experience and everything else for everybody to have fun. So on Friday, I know Lisa's coming back to shoot T-shirts again. I think some of you that received some T-shirts had some extra prizes inside those T-shirts. So get ready for that again in the stands from that part too. The merch store. Hey, we need to talk about that real quick too. If you go to saltcityracingllc.com, the merch store is up. Just got notice today we should have the hats here Monday.
Nice.
So
just in time for racing.
It's time for racing. So the shirts are up. The seat cushions should be here next week also. So if you're looking for somewhere easy to set on and stuff, we got those seat cushions. Get those ready to go for the race on Friday. Take them anywhere. That's as far as that goes too.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for other merch, other ideas, which is just a start of our merch store that we want to have and put up there for you. So if you got some other ideas of things you'd like to see or want to have, let us know your ideas. Again, comments, questions, ideas is very well welcome. We want to know what you want, and we will start building that up. And this is where we had a lot of people ask comments, want merch, and I get it.
And we've had a lot of people ask about getting hoodies, and we will be doing some hoodies. And believe it or not, you still sell hoodies when it's 100 degrees outside. I don't know why, but I know Kyler sells a lot of them when it's 100 degrees outside. So,
we do, and I just don't understand. I dang sure ain't wearing a hoodie today.
Yeah, I get that too. So anyway, check out Salt City Racing LLC. Check out the merchandise store on the left-hand side. And of course, at the webpage, you can get any kind of updates, anything, payouts, races, our transition rules. And again, got a lot of questions coming about transition rules again too. So if you want to call the store and talk to us about that, about your transition rules to come over and race with us, we'd love to talk to you about that too. So jump on the webpage, saltcityracingllc.com, to get about every bit of information that you possibly can for coming over to Salt City Racing with us too. So Kyler, tomorrow we're going to head over. Nick and I and Gus are headed over tomorrow to the track to inspect a few things and stuff like that too. So we're also going to make sure that finally we have the wireless internet up and rolling for us too tomorrow. So we'll give you an update on track prep, what we're thinking it looks like, and all that good stuff too. So you kind of know what we're going to have to start doing next week and get ready for that too. So I need to make sure that when them water trucks are going to head up.
Right. And like I said, it had a lot of good moisture in it, and we're having a lot of hot days. I don't know what it is out there, but it's 100 degrees here in Dodge City today, so it's definitely going to take some water. Can't thank the city enough for everything they do. Let us have that water too.
Yeah, 100%.
Nick and I went to the city council meeting last week, and the whole city council is pumped about what we're doing there in Hutch. From that part too, so I was excited to meet with them and give them the update of attendance and all that kind of stuff too. What we make with them, so it's just excited that the city council is behind this 100%. Every one of them had some good questions and stuff for us while we were there at the city council. James Furman wants a bobblehead. James, what kind of bobblehead do you want? One for yourself, or what kind of bobblehead would you like?
Can we get Phil Nightingale bobbleheads?
No, we're not having
an ugly bobblehead.
We're not having a Phil Nightingale bobblehead. Nope.
Gus is pumped about it.
I can tell already. Gus is
pumped about it over there. So
Gus wants a bobblehead and some Cheetos.
Man, that's too much. So
that is too much. So anyway, everybody jump over to the Salt City Racing LLC, get your tickets bought, save time, buy online. So you can just walk up and just walk through the gate and get your ticket scanned and go right in. You don't have to sit down and wait at the ticket booth to get your tickets or anything else either. from that part. What's Dustin Friend you got going
Dustin
on?
says, I can't speak for the people in the stands, but for standing in the infield, the PA system you updated is great. Yeah, it's even more badass in the stands, let me tell you.
Yeah, Kyler, thank you for that, and appreciate you doing that too. And that was a huge improvement. I had a lot of people talk to me about that too. Okay, Mike Buren just chimed in. Thinking of the tractor tires, we're out far, very well run off some races. Well, we're gonna, Mike, don't run off. We are gonna move those tires back in. Remember, we're experimenting with different things and things we want to do to try to help keep in that racetrack. We moved them out a little bit too far. You're right, but we moved them out there thinking it would move the cars up into the racetrack because we would need to get that top groove in. Working with the track, so someone's just got to grow some, what's, and jump up there and run the high side. Then I guess, Mike. But don't.
Well, and I will tell you that it's very deceiving because I have cut down that track so it'll drain, and so the track's wider than it actually should be. So when the track don't actually go down to the grass, guys. I mean, it's one of those things where that's very deceiving.
It
but
is
if you
deceiving.
don't put something out there, they're going to run. They'll run a 3/8 by the time it's all said and done. If we let them.
Yeah.
So I think we need to take a look at the way we arched those. I think that was a big thing, and I'll definitely take a look at some videos on that, and we'll make that a lot better. I promise you.
Yeah. So, Mike, appreciate you racing with us, and I don't know. It sure looked like you had a pretty good time when you got out of your car there last time we were there at Hutch. So, thanks for coming and everything else, Mike. But we get it, we hear you, and again, that's what I'm saying. That's what this show's about. That's what our track phone is for, to call or email, whatever you want to do to let us know what you're thinking, what you got ideas. Again, love the ideas, love the comments, love the questions, love the things you guys think we should do and not do. Our ears are wide open because we're trying to make it a great experience, not just for the fans, but also for the racers from that part. And I guess my biggest excitement thing that I have with this racetrack is we have yet to burn up a tire on that racetrack like we've done in the past. I mean, we've not yet. I've checked every heat race, the top 4 in the features, top 4. And, Kyler, your sprint cars were there last time. And the guy that actually finished 4th, I wish I could remember all your guys' name and stuff. He was pumped. He started 8th, I think. And he said, I put on a used tires. I didn't think I was going to have a chance to get up there and run, but he got to 4th and he had a used tire when he started the deal. And his tire was still just perfectly fine when he pulled off the track. He couldn't believe it either from that part too. So excited for that. Excited for how well that track is holding. And it's just going to get better the more we race on it and everything else too, to keep going, make this thing a great racing surface, and have a fun 2-lane races and everything else like we've kind of had already.
100%.
Any more questions flying over there?
Darren says, evening, fellas. Dennis says, greetings from the Black Hills. Must be in Sturgis. Is that this week, Sturgis?
I have no idea.
I don't
No,
know.
that's in August.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that Kyler knows when that is, doesn't he?
Yeah. Mike Burrian says, plan to be there every race. Mike, we really appreciate your support.
Yep, sure do. Having fun with you there, being there, and everything else too. So, and I'm dead serious. Keep your comments coming. Keep the questions coming. Keep the ideas coming. As of race day, Nick and I and Kyler, we're running around there about 250 mile an hour, trying to keep things rolling and moving and everything else too. So keep those comments coming so we can help you any way, shape, or form. So anything else on our agenda there, Nick?
I was going to say, I've got a great idea. Well, it wasn't my idea. I actually saw it. So I was at a racetrack last night, and I went into the bathroom, and in the urinal, there was a sticker with a picture of the promoter's face on it and said, unhappy with a call, easy revenge. So I thought, that is a great idea. So you know what? Today I ordered some of those with Kyler's face on it.
I was hoping you're going to say it's going to be my face on there.
Hey, that's okay. I mean, I've seen that before too, and I've wanted to do that, but I didn't want to scare them away.
Yeah, but I will tell you, last night I went to Eagle Raceway up in Nebraska for a high limit sprint car race, and it was probably one of the better sprint car races I've seen in a long time, and it was just a great show, and that place was packed, and it was a great time. So
yeah, hats off to Roger. I mean, he packed that place last night.
So it was pretty good. Awesome.
Yeah, I watched it on Flow Racing, and it looked like the crowd was good. And I don't know that Kyle, he put on a heck of a show and stuff, but Nick, I tell you that those tires are bald when they come off.
Yeah,
they timed it just about right.
They ran a 40-lap feature, and it was hot and dry all day, and I mean they watered it and picked it, and they reworked the whole thing, after the heat races. But about the last 10 laps of that race, it kind of took rubber right there around the top. But that's kind of get what you get with those cars and those tires. I mean, just soft natural rubber on a dirt track. That's just what you get. So.
That's what you get. I get it, but there's still a good show. That one guy, he blew his right rear, but I thought it popped on him. But no, he hit the wall. It shattered that tire.
Yeah. That was kind of the thing. Those guys get up. They whale it down and off into one there and let it float up the racetrack. And I don't know if you even saw in the highlight reel or whatever when Kyle was passing for the lead that first time, he went up there and banged the wall coming off of two. So it's pretty easy to do there if you don't have it pointed right down the straightaway like you should. So
yeah, I get it. Anyway, Gus just put up there Chance's comment about car count. Chance, I agree with you. We're looking for bigger car counts too. I think last Friday that we raced, there was a couple double-edged swords there because I talked to a lot of racers that were already had plans to head to the lake. I mean, that's not a good weekend to race on a holiday weekend like that, in my opinion.
But again, we didn't have a choice.
There you go. It's exactly where I said we didn't have a choice on these dates. We had to race these dates. That's the dates we got given from the fair board that was available to race from that part. And second double-edged sword, Salina was opening it up, and they took a few car counts. We took a few. So it is what it is. It's do I like running on top of anybody? Nope, I don't. Didn't want to, but I didn't have a choice. This is not a choice that I got to make that, hey, that's the day we're going to run or we're going to race from that part either. I do think that Kyler's going to have a better car count with the late models this time. I think it's going to happen. I think there's going to be some more in every class just because it's not a holiday weekend. Plus, we just had other racers call us and going through the transition rules about how can they race, what can they do, what are we going to allow to get in there to race. So I think it's going to be a better chance. So just hang tight and we'll see what happens, right?
Yep, things are definitely looking up on that front for sure.
Anyway, we'll post the payouts again in a post so you can see that coming up. But again, check out saltcityracingllc.com for anything you might need, merchandise, whatever. There's the payouts again up for the High Plains late model, $1,500 to win, $300 to start. Modifieds, $1,000 to win, $150 to start. Stock cars, $800 to start, $125, and super stocks, $800. And $125 to start, and Sport Mod $600 to win, and $100 to start. Jimmy Brozak, I know he's going to be back. He was a winner last weekend in the Sport Mod, so we see what he can do again. We pit right next to Jimmy at Dodge, so kind of know Jimmy very well and stuff. Him and Jake have become good friends and stuff, working back and forth on the cars. So excited for that. See what Jimmy can come back and pull off another Sport Mod win.
Yep.
From that part too. So
no repeat winners yet, have we? No, I don't think we've had any repeat winners.
No,
yet.
Sure haven't. So anything else on our agenda? Anything else we've got left?
Man, I don't think so.
Kyler, what about you? Got anything?
No, I wanted to hit that tire deal, and we'll get that fixed, and yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. We'll get her fine tuned.
Yep, exactly. So anyway.
Get them sponsors up here. Phil needs to talk about all those wonderful sponsors we've got.
Here we go. And again, let's go through the page, I guess, right? Mike Van Genderen. I mean, Mike is, we talked to Mike a lot. He did a great job resurfacing that track and reshaping the track, spending all those times and stuff there over those couple days. And then he was here for the first race. And of course, we communicate with him. Of course, he watched the last race on Racing Dirt the whole way through, and so he has some good comments and stuff for us too on that part. Of course, Murphy Tractor and Equipment, it's their night, June 21st, Murphy Tractor and Equipment night. They'll be up on the stage. Can't thank those guys enough for that great equipment they're bringing for us to help keep that track maintained and ready to go. Curtis and Dan are awesome guys over there, very well to work with and stuff too. So Murphy Tractor and Equipment night, and of course they're going to be Murphy Tractor and Equipment night for the July 19th and 20th race too. That's just part of their partnership for the big tractor they're bringing to us. Richard Brothers Construction, John and Ross Richardson, man, those guys have been great helping us with partnerships and things there in Hutch. Of course, the big John Deere that Nick likes riding around with Kyler hanging out the side.
Love it.
Was you hanging out the side window of that tractor, Kyler? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, like a dog with my tongue out.
Yeah. We was just cruising.
Yeah. And of course, Ox Construction and Andale Ready Mix and Evans Construction helping us with the walls. So hopefully we don't need any more wall panels. Right now they're in good shape, but Mike and his crew poured a few walls for us, so we're in great shape for a while. Hample Oil helping us with some diesel fuel. Phoenix Recovery of Kansas bringing their wrecker over. We haven't had to use them much. We'll knock on wood. Let's keep it happening that way, but appreciate those guys bringing the wrecker there in case we need them. Jackson Meat and Egbert Liquor, great sponsors. We're having them help us with our VIP night. So Jenny and Roy, thank you very much for that. BG Products, a great partnership we already have here with Mel Hamilton Ford and BG Products, and just a great partnership we have with those guys. Construction Rentals. Thank you for the big lights they put up for us and everything else too. They brought us a telehandler out for a while to help us with. That was good. Agri Center, thank you for keeping my legs all right for the night of the show. Me and Kyler running around in that too. They got the side by sides out there, and of course you've got one, Kyler, that you run between Dodge and Hutch for the EMT. So again, thank you for the crews of that. Zener Electric keeping the lights on for us. Dusty and Cody doing a great job there helping us out there too. And of course United Rentals. I mean, I think we got the Cadillac of water trucks.
Oh man, that thing was cool.
So United Rentals, thank you. And of course Can Equip, thank you for the big case tractor to pull the old picker around the track. And Kyler, did you get to drive that at all?
Yeah, oh boy, did I get to drive that.
Just kidding.
I pulled that picker around this weekend or Sunday when I was there, and I was like, man, I sure wish I had that big old nice case tractor.
We call that the Boeing 747 of tractors.
The air conditioner didn't work in that John Deere, and I looked down, and it was a fan, a 12-volt fan, and the wire was cut on it. And I thought this is gonna be a long day, and it was. It got pretty hot. I was getting pretty sweaty in that thing.
Yeah, I get it. So
me and the old track dog, I had to let the track dog out. He needed some water. He was with me.
So anyway, thanks to our great sponsors, everything else too. Everybody, keep the comments, keep the questions coming. We love hearing from you. Be out at Dodge City this Friday and Saturday night for some great racing, and of course, be ready to go next Friday, June 21st at Salt City Racing. Don't be late. Get online, get your ticket spot, get in line, get ready to go. And we're going to be tuning in next Wednesday from Salt City. We'll be on the racetrack doing the show for their live.
We'll be there.
Okay, so everybody tune in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate everybody's support of Salt City Racing at the Hutchinson Fairgrounds. Excited for where we're headed to go and many, many more years through the deal. And Gus, can you get the video for us this time?